Hey guys, what's going on? So today I'm going to be making a simple Android app without any prior coding experience. It's basically this simple app that you see here. I'm going to be doing a little bit of colors. You can see the red up here. And then I'm going to be showing you how to make a button. And a label is going to pop up here when you click the button. So fairly simple. Shouldn't take too long, so let's get started. So I'm going to be using Android Studio 1.5, the newest version of Android Studio. And so if you already have it downloaded and all set, you're just going to go and hit File, New Project. All right. And now you can name it whenever you want. I'm just going to call it Test or something. We don't have to worry about any of this other stuff. This is for if you're making like an actual app that you're going to put on the store. But this is an app that we're going to do on the store. So once you hit Next, you're going to see basically all the different Android levels we can use, and we're fine with Ice Cream Sandwich. We're not doing any fancy stuff from Marshmallow or Lollipop, and this way 96.2% of people can use it. And then now we have a whole lot of options here, and I do recommend just trying these out. I'm going to be making some videos about some of the other ones, but for now we're just going to do empty activity. We could do blank activity as well, but we don't need this button down here, so we just do empty activity. So then hit Next. And now you can name whatever you want. Main activity basically just means it's our main activity where most of the stuff's going to be happening, and we only have one screen that we're using, so that's what we want. So just hit Finish, let it load. I already have one open in the background, so yeah, it's going to open up. You're going to get this. You got to wait for this loading bar down here to finish, and once that's done, this red will go away. I'm going to zoom in a bit. And okay, it's all done. So now you see these two tabs opened up and all these files and folders over here. So for this mainActivity.java, this is where we're actually going to be doing the code, but not quite yet. Then this other one, .xml, this is like on a web page where all the images, the text, the logos, everything that the user actually sees, not the code. And so for the most part, this is the easy part. For some people, it's the fun part. And you could do this in code if you want by hitting text down here, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to drag and drop stuff in. And so here you can see we already have a label. It's called Hello World. And now I say label, but it's actually called a text view. If you look over here, it says text view. And that's because it's viewing text. That's what a label is. So you can call it whatever you want, but the Android calls it a text view. Now you could grab it. You could drag it wherever you want. If you want it over here, you can put it anywhere you want. Now what I'm going to do is go look through here. These are all the different objects we can put in, all the different views. So you can see you've got the text view right here, plain text view, large, small. But what I want is a button. So grab that and drag it right to the middle. You see it lock in place. And now I'm going to take the text. You could just leave it wherever you want. I'm just going to put it right on top. And now what we can do is we could change what it says. So it just says new button. If you double click on it, right here, you could say whatever you want. So I'm going to say click me. And then for the text to Hello World, it's the same. You could double click. And I'm actually not going to have it say anything because I want it to be like it's invisible for now. And so while it's still selected, if you accidentally hit somewhere else, you could go up here, select text view because there's not really anything to click on. And then go to the properties. Now here's all the stuff from size and color and gravity, hints, stuff, basically everything you could think of. What we want to look for is text size right here. Click on that and change it to whatever you like. 25 may work just fine. So now the text is bigger. We can't see it now, but in the long run we'll be able to see it. And if you want, you could also find a way to change color, but for now we're fine. So now we're all good with this. We'll go on to mainActivity.java. And now we've got a couple lines of code to do here. First thing we got to do is tell the Java that we have a button and a label. And the way to do that, we have to do it right in here. It says onCreate, that's the name of this block of code, this method. And basically that just means that when the screen is created, it's going to run this. So let's add some new lines. Make sure this is beneath you, so you're in this section, so you're in this line. And now we're going to tell it that we have a button. So we'll type button. Now we can name it whatever we want. I'm going to name mine clicker. You can name it button, just so we can reference it later. And then we'll say equal to. Now, if you're not familiar with Java, I'm not going to go too in depth of what exactly is happening here, because as I said, this is meant to be for beginners, not for people like just learning Android. Well, actually it is. So you're going to see button is still red. Now sometimes it does it automatically, sometimes it doesn't. No big deal. Go up here where it's import, it says import, and push this little plus. And then we see 2 import lines show up. Add a new line and just type this. Import Android.widget.button. Button. And that's it for that. Now the red goes away. Now we can use it. I'm not sure why it didn't do it automatically, but it didn't. So now we're going to tell it that we have a label, a text view. And we could call it whatever we want. I'm going to call it label. And then it basically is going to look exactly the same as with the button. Find a view by ID. And for some reason, text view isn't showing up for me. I'm going to go back over here. Okay, so here's what happened. The text view, you see it's not bolded because it doesn't actually have an ID. We don't have a way to use it. So go into text if you don't have this either. And then in the text view code, you can see it's missing this line, this Android ID. So what you can do, you copy this, put it here, and then just change it from where it says button to say text view. And now we're good. Go back to main activity, see this period. Now all the stuff that was helping us before is gone. If you start typing text view, it'll show up. All right. And then same thing, it's all red. So what you can do, you can copy button up here, you can paste it, change button to text view, and it's going to help you out. Just scroll down a bit, hit enter. All right, now we're almost done. Now we're going to say when the button is clicked, we want it to change the text of the label. So what we'll do is clicker dot set on, or on, and the first option, on click listener. Just hit enter. It's going to finish the word, and I'll say new on, hit enter again, and all of a sudden all this showed up. And so all we do is where it left the cursor right in here, we'll say label dot set text because we want to set the text, and now whatever you want, whatever we want it to say, we put in these quotes right here to let it know that it's text. And I'm going to say hello, everyone. Maybe some exclamation points. And as long as it turns green, that means it's in the quotes and we're good. So the only issue we have now is the fact that this label is red, and that's because it wants us to put final here. And that's actually it. We're not going to go too in depth of what actually is going on here, but it's fairly straightforward, as you can see. And then we could hit this little play button up here, and it'll go and run it. It'll open up here. You're going to have to launch an emulator. I already have one open, so I'll hit OK. All right, here it is. So it says test up here. That's the name of the app that we called it. And there's a button, click me. You click it, and boom, it says hello, everyone. So that's basically it for that. But if you want to see how to change the color up here, all you do is go to res, this resource folder, that's what res stands for, and then values, and then colors. And now you'll see 3 different colors. Color primary is this one right here where it says test. Color dark is just a little bit darker version. And accent we don't actually see here. You'd see it if we did like a text box or something, or a checkbox, it would be there too. So what we could do if you want to change it, change color primary. Just push this little square over here and change it to whatever color you like. So maybe we could do a red, maybe a little brighter, okay. And then for dark, make a little darker version. Doesn't have to be too much darker, just enough. And there's actual colors you can look up that Google recommends just to make the app look as nice as possible. I'll put that link in the description, but eyeballing it just for something like this is fine. Alright, and there it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment below if you have any questions. I'll be making some more videos soon about more advanced concepts. Alright, Alright, thanks for watching. See you later.